Today I'm sharing some of our holiday traditions and how we like to spend the month of December just crafting here with my mom and my boys. We found these crafts at Michael's and it was a really fun way to spend an afternoon painting and putting things together. Another holiday tradition is to bake and make candies and sweets for ourselves and friends and family. I'm finally making our candy pecans for this Christmas, and I'll probably make more and more because we go through them so fast. We just love them. I have the recipe linked below from my website, but all you need are pecans, some cinnamon, salt, and some brown sugar, and 6 tablespoons of water, and then you just add all the ingredients to the pan and stir over medium heat till it bubbles up like this, and then you add the pecans. It is so easy. And then I like to put them on a cookie sheet with parchment paper and put them into the oven for about 10 minutes at 350, and they just crisp up and they're so delicious. And like I said, we go through them so fast. I have 2.5 cups of pecans here, so I'm just going to add these in. And I'm just gonna stir these. I have the 2 older boys watching Levi in the other room as they watch TV, so I'm scared. They've only been there a few minutes, but I'm trying to do this really quick and then get back in there with them, or at least check to see what is going on. Laid them out on the parchment paper on the cookie sheet. Oh Lord. Careful they don't slip off the pan. The pecans just came out. They are delicious. I just tried one, and I feel like putting them in the oven just makes them crispy and so yummy. Now I'm doing a vegan oatmeal raisin cookie recipe, and I've worked off a recipe that I'm kind of making my own. So once I get that figured out, I might put it into a blog post, but we'll see. But the pecan recipe is in a blog post that I will link down below. Now I'm just enjoying a cookie and coffee while I resize a photo for an ornament that I got for Levi for his first Christmas. Then we're getting ready to go to the Nutcracker, which is a holiday tradition, and I'm just trying on this dress. We are getting ready to go to the ballet. What are we gonna see?
Nutcracker!
The Nutcracker.
And the rat.
Dada's staying with the baby.
Unfortunately, I'm sat on the Nutcracker.
Grandma's going because I love torturing my little boys, putting ties on them and doing their hair. They hate it. This one hates it.
I love it.
He loves it.
Emmett used to love it.
Yeah.
Emmett, all you wanted for Christmas one year was like a tuxedo or a tie or something. I forget.
That's where all these ties came from.
I'm finally dressed up. I'm wearing my dress that I'm gonna start wearing all the time, but we're all ready to go.
Pretty.
Have some fun. My older boys, huh? We had the best time at the Nutcracker, and then a few days later I convinced Grant to finally hang up the curtain rod. I had bought this curtain rod and curtain quite a while ago and was just waiting for a good time to hang it up and switch out the blinds, which always annoyed me. They were just so dirty all the time from the moment we moved in here, and I couldn't wait to get rid of them. And so far the curtain's working out really great. Window fixtures are one of those things that are hard to find the perfect situation, but I do like curtains because they really soften the room and they absorb noise. We have to have a curtain on this window because we have a neighbor that can look straight into this window. Also, it gets really bright half of the year through this window, so this is a definite thing that we need, and it turned out really great. Definitely cannot see in yet, but it might change at night with the light on inside. This is Levi's first Christmas. I found this little ornament that has a 2022 tag on it. I wanted a baby's first Christmas, but I couldn't find one. And then my mom thankfully printed these for me because I don't have a color printer. So I'm gonna cut this out and put it together so it could be on the Christmas tree right now. A lot of our ornaments are sentimental and are in recognition of baby's first Christmas and when we got married, that sort of thing, or they were handed down to us or handcrafted by us. So that's another tradition we have, is just to have a lot of ornaments that have special meaning on our tree each year. That is so cute, and it's right next to Calvin's baby's first Christmas. See, I wanted something that said this, but that's okay. At least we have the date here and we can see that it's his first Christmas. Semi-sweet chocolate chips from Trader Joe's, and I got some pure peppermint extract, never used this before, and some Ritz crackers. I am going to attempt this recipe that I saw on a channel, and there was no real recipe. It was just melt the chocolate, add a teaspoon of the peppermint into the melted chocolate, and then you coat the Ritz cracker with the chocolate. Let's see how this is gonna work. It's 8 o'clock at night, so I guess this is an evening thing for me because it's just so hard to do things during the day with kids going to and from school and everything else. I'm gonna melt that down. I've already been eating some of this chocolate and see how it goes. It's hot. I put it in for 2 minutes. This is what it looks like. And I need to add the peppermint in. So I'm gonna add in half a teaspoon of peppermint, and we'll see if this is gonna be good or bad. Oh, it's spilling everywhere. Okay, that's more than half a teaspoon. Oh well, it's gonna smell like peppermint in here. I wonder how you make peppermint extract, because I have a ton of peppermint in my backyard. All right, here we go. I've been wanting to do this project for so long now, but haven't had the time. Some projects just have to be done after everyone goes to sleep. I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of chocolate on these. Maybe the chocolate should have been more melted. Okay, if you watch my videos regularly, please comment below with your favorite type of video that I make, because I really would love to know. Putting these in the fridge and we'll see how they taste. I was just wiping that down because I think some of the peppermint spilled, but I'm very excited to see how these are gonna taste. I think I started making these at 8 o'clock and it's now 8:20. They've been made in the fridge for at least 10 minutes now. They taste really good. I'm gonna put them back in the fridge because it feels like the chocolate's a little soft still. I'm not sure if I made those perfectly. I definitely think the chocolate is a little too thick on them, so I would probably experiment a little bit more. They're okay, super easy to make, but I wouldn't say that that's my favorite type of dessert. I would prefer a different type of cookie. But what's crazy I just thought about is last Christmas at this time I did the Vlogmas on my vlogging channel, which I'm no longer adding to at this point. I've put all of the videos, like this type of video, on my main channel, but all of this was added last year. I got this crazy idea. My mom and I started moving a lot of the furniture in the kitchen. This is the door that you walk in through, our front door right around the corner. Some kind of makeshift counter this whole way, which would give us so much more counter space. Around this time, it was around Christmas time, my mom and I put all of this together. We added the shelves, everything was added. So we were doing all of that work, and it feels great to be able to use this space because it's such a functional space in our kitchen now. And I'm just so happy we made that decision. It was something that kind of came to me one day when I was working in the kitchen. I thought we can move some stuff around, put some cupboards here, and it just all came together and worked out great. So it just made me think about that as I was doing this project here. And then I wanted to mention that obviously I'm not doing Vlogmas or a video every day this month, although I have loved doing that in the past. But I just feel like I want to relax this holiday season. And I think it's just because there's so much going on. Our holiday break is actually going to be after Christmas, so we'll go to school literally right up to Christmas. It's just the way I think Christmas worked out to be on a weekend. Last night we walked around and not only got some exercise, but saw all the pretty Christmas lights that are around our neighborhood. So I loved doing that and being outside in the cool air while our kids were playing some sports. So it was a good way to pass the time. So that's the kind of stuff that I'm doing in my free time during this holiday season, is just trying to soak in all the fun holiday crafts and baking and memories and stuff like that. What do you want to see from me in the new year on this channel? I will obviously have all the same content I normally have: decluttering motivation and tips on, you know, how we try to live more minimally. But I would love to know what you want to see. And I also want to mention that I have an email list that I have rarely emailed in the past, but I'm gonna start emailing either weekly or monthly, depending on how much time I have. But if you want to join that, I'm going to put the link to my email in the description box below. So if you want to check that out, you can. And I will also link my blog down below as well, so you can check out all of my blog posts if you're interested in reading more about simple living and that sort of thing. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.